Hi students, welcome to the class. In today's class, I will discuss question which is asked in IIT JEE, IIT JEE Advanced in 2021, both from paper 1 and paper 2 on the first chapter of class 11, that is from units and measurement. And I have seen that from the first chapter of class 11, there is only one question in 2021, both from paper 1 and 2, and it is asked in paper 1, and the question is from Vernier calipers. The question is, if the least count of the main scale is 0.1 centimeter, that is, if one main scale division is 0.1 centimeter and 10 Vernier scale division coincides with 9 main scale division, and if there is no gap between the two jaws of the Vernier caliper, then the condition is that the Vernier scale is behind the main scale. It is given in the question. And if one spherical ball is put in between the two jaws, then the scene is like that. The case is like that. Then you have to find what is the diameter of that spherical ball. This is the question. Now, what we have to do, first of all, we have to find what is the least count. What is the least count of the Vernier caliper? Then we have to see if there is any initial error in the Vernier calipers. So how can we make sure that there is error or no error? Because from here we can see when the two jaws are coinciding, means there is no gap between the two jaws, the zero of the Vernier scale is not coinciding with the main scale, but the Vernier scale is behind the main scale, means there is some error, and this initial error is negative error here. And after that it is given that main scale and Vernier scale are in this position. Then from there we have to calculate the diameter of the spherical ball. But first of all, we have to find what is the least count and what is the initial error. Let's do it first, and then we will see how can we calculate the diameter. Okay. So first of all, for calculating least count, we know how to calculate it. Here is given the 10 Vernier scale division is coinciding with 9 main scale division. Okay. So 1 Vernier scale division is nothing but 9 by 10 main scale division. Then least count is given by 1 main scale division minus 1 Vernier scale division. So it's 1, and 1 Vernier scale division is 9 by 10 main scale division. So it is 10 minus 9 is 1. So 1 by 10 main scale division. And the value of 1 main scale division is 0.1 centimeter. So this is 0.1 centimeters or 0.01 centimeters. So this is the least count. Now we have to see if there is some error in if there is some initial error in the Vernier calipers. Yes, there is some initial error, and this error we can see it is a negative error. When we say it is a negative error, when the Vernier scale is behind the main scale, then we see it is a negative error. And when we say it is positive error, when the main scale is behind the Vernier scale, or the Vernier scale is before the main scale, then we say it is a positive error. But here it is a negative error for sure. And what is the value of that negative error? How can we find it? So for finding the negative error, see, this Vernier scale is before 0. So I can find the initial error reading or from main scale reading plus from Vernier scale reading. What will be the main scale reading? Can you tell me? The main scale reading will be, since it is before 0, so I can write the main scale reading as 0.1 centimeter minus 0.1 centimeter. I can write because if we go on the right side, it will be here, this position, it will be this position, it will be plus 0.1. So here, somewhere here, it will be minus 0.1, and this 0 is just crossing this minus 0.1 centimeter. So I can write the main scale reading as minus 0.1 centimeter. Okay, and what will be the Vernier scale reading? It will be Vernier scale division times the least count of the Vernier caliper, right? Then Vernier scale division will be Vernier scale reading will be Vernier scale division times the least count. Now it is 0.1 centimeter. What is the Vernier scale division here, by the way? We can clearly see that first, second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth Vernier scale division is exactly coinciding with the main scale. So the Vernier scale division is surely 6, and the least count I have found here, it is 0.01 centimeters. Then what will be the initial error? We can see the initial error is negative because here it is 0.1 minus 0.1 centimeters, and this is 0.06 centimeters. Then minus 0.1 plus 0.06 is nothing but, or here I can write that initial error is minus 0. How much? 0.04 centimeter, right? So this is the initial error of that Vernier calipers. From here I can find it easily. This is the initial error. Now come here. We see that the Vernier scale 0 is crossing 3.1 on the mean scale. So from here we can clearly see the main scale reading is clearly, main scale reading is 3.1, right? It will be 3.1 centimeters. Clearly it is 3.1 centimeter. And Vernier scale division is 1 because the first Vernier scale division is exactly coinciding with the main scale. So we can write Vernier scale division as 1. Vernier scale division is 1. And Vernier scale reading is nothing but Vernier scale division times the least count. And what is the Vernier scale division? This is 1. The least count we have found is 0.1 centimeters. So it will be nothing but 0.01 centimeters. Now, what will be the total reading when the spherical ball is put in between the two jaws? It will be nothing but main scale division plus main scale reading plus Vernier scale reading. So the total reading will be nothing but 3.1 plus 0.01 centimeters, because total reading is main scale reading plus Vernier scale reading. So the value will be 3.11 centimeters. But this total reading is not the actual reading because initially there was an error and we have to include that error in this part. So initially it was a negative error. Means if it was a negative error, then you know we have to add that amount with this total reading. And if it was a positive error, means initially there was a reading, so it was an unwanted reading, we have to subtract the reading if it was a positive error. But since it is a negative error, initially there is a negative value. So finally, when we are reading, when we are taking reading, then this reading is not the exact reading because initially it was negative. So we have to add that amount to that final reading. Okay, so we can find the corrected reading as corrected reading as total reading what we have taken minus initial error. This is the formula for corrected reading. Total reading minus initial error. So total reading is 3.11, and since it is negative error, as I told earlier, if it is a negative error, then it will be added to the total reading, because see, this initial error is itself a negative value, and here is a negative sign. So minus it will be plus, right? And it will be 0.04 centimeter. So it will be 3.15 centimeter. If you have any doubt why this negative error is added here, or if it is a positive error why it will be subtracted, you can comment. I will try to solve your doubt, because it is obvious, right? If it is a positive error, means initially when the two jaws are connected, when there is no gap between two jaws, you should not get any reading. You should not get any reading, and you are getting a reading means it is extra reading. So you have to subtract it from the final value, and this error was positive. And if it is negative error, means when you are started taking reading, after taking some reading, you will find that 0 of main scale and 0 of the Vernier scale is coinciding. So you will be wondering why I am not getting any reading. I have taken reading, but it is still showing some 0 value. Why it is showing some 0 value? Because initially there was a error. Initially the Vernier scale was behind the main scale, right? And though you are taking some reading, after taking some reading, you will find that the 0 of Vernier and main scale are coinciding, right? So what you have to do? This extra amount you have to add if it is a negative error, and that is what we have done. So from the corrected reading, we find that the diameter of that spherical ball is nothing but 3.15 centimeter, and so the correct option is option C. Okay. So if it was helpful, you can subscribe to my channel and give it a like and share with your friends. Then it will motivate me to post more videos on this topics. And by the way, I will cover all the questions from JEE Advanced question paper from 2021 to 2005 or 2003, and I will upload all the videos. So if you subscribe and stay with me, I will solve all the videos. Okay, thank you.